I've been quiet the past couple days. It's just a part of the cycle. We take in more truth, more understanding, and then we come to rest. Let that all process. Sometimes it feels like depression. I've learned I'm just taking my hands off the wheel and letting everything come up and work itself out. And Holy Spirit can do that in me, where I'm not capable of doing it myself. But it's a sad time. A time where maybe some questions might come up just because when we're receiving understanding, and that understanding is within us, finds its match outside of us, and then integrates into the whole of us. We are used to an increase of light, so stimulation. And when we're taken out of our normal, some people will call it a comfort zone. It's our normal, our baseline. Maybe we meet something that takes us out of our baseline in a negative way, and so we feel that's bad. And something takes us out of our baseline in a good way, like that's good. And that's why a lot of times we don't know, like we feel like God has abandoned us, God's not there, Holy Spirit's not there, the Spirit of our Messiah is not there, because it's our normal, it's our baseline, it's familiar, and so it doesn't feel separate from us, and it's not supposed to. And that's why if we know that we've pleased God, because we've had all of the expansion and then the quiet, the reflection as everything works out within us, then we can be confident that we're just one with Spirit. It doesn't feel separate from us. So I've been in this stage of integration, just let go. Let go. And I've come across information from the Zohar, and I've heard the word before, and then of course along with that comes the, oh, it's forbidden, don't go near that, it's evil. And this video just popped up. And no, it's not information that would be helpful to those who are not accustomed to being familiar with the most potential and influential, one would say powerful spirits within creation. Wouldn't be helpful for a young one who isn't firmly rooted. So the story goes, the primordial ones who were just quiet and walked away because when they heard God's plan to create man, it was like, why should we serve something so insignificant, so little, and give it our image? Like, dude, that's just beneath us. But they were quiet. But resistance has to have expression, and so that expression, the one that decided to take that on was Lucifer, because everything wants a voice. So they can be silent all they want to, but it's like children in the room with parents. The parents aren't saying a darn word, and then all of a sudden the kid comes out with what they've been saying, what they've been thinking and feeling. And everybody's like, where the heck did they get that from? I haven't spoken that out loud. You can't hide anything. You cannot hide a feeling. You cannot hide a perception, a thought. Nothing can be hidden. Nothing. We live in an empathic environment, universe, creation, cosmos, being. We are inside an empathic body. So it cannot be hidden. It's going to come out. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this and I'm like, it strikes me. Do you know why God created us? In His image? I'll tell you why. Because we're capable of loving the smallest of things. And we get that from being the smallest of things that is loved. But what's even more important in God's eyes, we are not only able to love the smallest of things, we're able to love no matter how big something is. So all those primordial spirits, they couldn't love God. They were too close. They saw themselves as equal. Therefore, their creator wasn't anything that needed to be loved. But all of creation needs to be loved and appreciated. And so not only are humans like God, and that we can love even the smallest of things, but we can love even the biggest of things. And I'll put a little link to that video down in the description.